Good morning, good morning. We've streamed the whole night through. Good morning to you. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails, a grand arena story. We're in match 5 of the current GAC season. We're ranked number 99, so we're in the top 100, up against another big account, huge guild, lots of new stuff as usual. So, here's the situation. Facing someone named Shuto Kojan. I have no idea how he wants me to pronounce it. You can just call him Shut. But you can see his GA or his GP is lower than my most recent opponents, but he has pretty much the same number of relics. He's in Caw Patrol, so really good territory war guild. Huge respect to them. You can see here's the thing. Well, a lot of my opponents lately have had their accounts like max. They're all relic 7, and this opponent doesn't have everything relic 7. He has a few of them at even lower than gear 12 because they're worthless characters, and apparently he doesn't want to spend money on worthless characters and working them up. So I don't blame him. But I mean, this is the same level of account, or maybe even better, just because of his mods and everything. Than a lot of these other mega krakens that we've been facing. So, still a lot of money invested, which of course no shade toward anyone who wants to do that. That's their own money. They should spend it how they want. It does provide some excellent opportunity for us to test ourselves. Here's the defense that I placed, guys, and so I got a little bit sneaky. It didn't actually pan out, as you'll see really soon, but you can see the back zone. I put Rey with Malak just to see what would happen if he wanted to use his Starkiller on my Rey team, and he ended up placing it on defense, as I kind of just hinted at. So nothing cool there. I also put my own Starkiller in the back with General Skywalker, and then up front we have the dash with Han and Chew in the front, just to see what's going to happen. Tried to get a repeat on my Jedi Master Luke comp. And then, Maul with Bando and Watt is actually a pretty good team up front as well. So lots of stuff going on here, guys. My top zone is even actually decent. You'll have to check it out. So here's his defenses. This is the bottom front, so he kind of did things a little bit differently than usual, but he's got his BAM team with Jango, of course, really, really fast Queel. After Jango gives him 30 speed, he also has his Starkiller team, as I alluded to, with the elf, the Jedi elf, and we also have, he put Grievous with Nute up front. I mean, presumably to take Bad Batch away from me. I'm not really sure. I thought maybe he had Qui-Gon in the back. So we'll see if that actually pans out, or if we can even get to the back. And then a really high relic Iden team, which is really the only way to run an Iden team, frankly. The lower the relics, the less amazing it is, which makes sense, but she just boosts those. She turbo boosts those numbers. She escalates things further. Here's the top zone. Here we've got a Darth Revan team with Talon, pretty fast Darth Revan. And then General Skywalker, Relic 9 on General Skywalker, along with Relic 9 on 5s. So that team is incredibly dangerous. There's a Dash team that's pretty quick, has the Omicron and everything, and then a Lord Vader team, the full bastard version. So we've got a lot of things going, but we can actually just wait to see what we need to use against that Lord Vader. So that's kind of a nice advantage, at least. Guys, if you want to support the channel for free, all you've got to do is hit that like button, subscribe, comment, something like that. We're mounting the algorithm, and it's a lot of fun, and you should join us. Please, we would be honored if you would join us for mounting. That being said, let's jump into the actual footage, guys. Alright, so we're going to try something slightly different today, folks, in the sense that I'm going to be cutting straight from video to video instead of just showing my fight, then going out to the other screen. We're just going to back to back. Don't know if it's going to be disorienting or awesome. We'll find out. Would love some feedback, as usual. You guys don't hesitate anyway. So first off, we've got our General Grievous, and We're taking it against this Starkiller team. Remember that all we've got... remember the 5th of November. But even more importantly, remember that we can get Grievous up to ludicrous speed. He's at 270 speed without any speed mods. And that means I should actually get him a little faster or B1 a little slower. So then B1 can go right after Grievous. But either way, General Grievous, as long as he outspeeds Mara, and he does because he's got 40% turn meter from BB-8, then you can just build the turn meter, guys. You just hit people who have the target lock, and you see I'm kind of getting a little sloppy here. I need to take out Mara, but at the same time, she doesn't have target lock, and so we need to be hitting people with target lock. You kill Visas first, because Visas not only deserves to die, but she's also, she'll just revive her friends. We don't want that. We don't need any of that. Alright, take out Starkiller, and old Palpy with the elf are just hanging out there on Jakku. No idea why. So now we can stun them because Starkiller's gone. Remember, that's his unique. And it's always fun to watch, guys. If you ever get a chance, and remember to, if you take out Starkiller, watch the health and protection of all of the guys that are left, because their health bars will change because he stops doubling them instantly. All right, next up, we've got Iden Versio and the whatever you call them, the Troopers. So yeah, we're taking our Darth Revan comp, and there's something that went wrong here, guys. They went way before me. I thought I checked all their speeds. I don't know why they went first. Even still, like I'm watching this, and I guess apparently I gave them some turn meter or something like that. I'm not sure. Maybe Sith Marauder shouldn't be in there with them or something, because you can see we're not doing great. If we do an AoE, they're just going to hit me back. If we hit people who have stagger, they're just going to hit me back. And the Sith Empire Trooper is going to die here pretty soon. So I was like, okay, we've got one shot here, guys. We gotta get our lightning off, and then we're going to hit someone with lightning. Hopefully get Deathmark on Iden and sniper out. So that's what I did, because I recognized immediately that was going to be a mess. Now, this is an example of gambling that I think is a really important thing in GAC, guys, in strategy in general. So against a Nute team, a Grievous Nute team, there's like a 70%, 75%, depends on, I'm sure that skill increases your likelihood of winning, but you have a chance of being able to beat this Grievous team even when it has Nute, even when it has all super duper high relics and really good mods. As long as you have, somewhat equivalent Night Sisters, but, there's always the chance that you lose. But, however, what I'm trying to spit out, guys, is sometimes if you use your counter that's not a 100% to take out a team that's in the front, your opponent kind of likes that you gamble, but, like, this Night Sisters team isn't a team I'm going to use very much anyways against most of the comps he's going to be placing. And so if I can get the first shot kill, if I can get a kill with it, or even just kill B1, which you can see, Grievous is doing, or Daka's doing okay now, apparently, but we even paid extortion, look at us. But we can if we can get past this team, which, like I said, it's a gamble. And poor old Daka, man. She only revived one of her friends. It's awful. Terrible odds of that happening. But if she can do that, guys, then there's a decent likelihood that you have a really good position going into the back zone. So, it doesn't always pan out this way, but gosh, look at this. I almost killed Nute with his mass assist. Didn't quite get it, so we're going to drop a banner on Zombie, because we can't heal Zombie in time. But we ended up killing it. I think this was a calculated risk, because I figured he was going to fail some anyways, because my defenses are pretty tough, and he put a lot on defense. So whoever, if we could afford at least one fail. All right, now we've got bounty hunters here, and I mean, the idea, of course, is we want to snipe out Bando first, and then they're going to do a barrage of damage to us. And of course, Jango really messes with us because he's the lead. So if he sets us on fire, we can't actually gain turn meter. But the thing is, he's faster than IG, so it's like, okay, if we can stun him, then maybe we'll be able to, like, he'll go and waste his turn, so to speak. Like, he'll waste his turn just you know, in stun or whatever. But then of course IG was able to, you know, gain more turn meter or something. I don't know what mechanic was at work. It was a little bit crazy, but we've got all those debuffs, and you know, we eventually got there though. We're good. Now remember, with Mando, you really want to crit, and so you can't hit Kuil. Even though we want to take out Kuil as soon as we can, you need to hit someone else when you're calling the assist with Mando, just because you want to crit so that you reduce your own cooldowns. So, may as well just work on this Jango here as much as we can. Snipe him out. 96k damage from Aurra Singh, guys. It's pretty cool. Pretty neat. Let's take out Enfys Nest, and now, I mean, we got the Goofball brothers, but we can take them out. Maybe. Potentially. You know, you kill Kuil first, I suppose, and, you know, so let's call Zam, just so she hits the thermal. I'm starting to get some nuance here, guys. Like, you know, better. The more you play a squad, the more you realize what little triggers you can get, little things, little corners of advantage. This is why I love being able to play the same teams over and over again. You call Zam to assist people who she's already thrown a thermal onto, and then she gets immediately a bunch of turn meter for that. So, all right, there's Iden Troopers here. Let's So this is End All Be All's idea. We were on Gambit Fight Night. You know, he's got some really cool Wampa footage. You guys should check it out. But he was like, why don't you take Cara Dune here? Because her AoE is gonna stun all the Imperial, because they're Empire. She's gonna stun them. So, I mean, really great idea. And remember, these are all just kind of worthless characters outside of the context of Iden Versio. Even though they're high relics, they're really, really strong characters. So, are really, really weak characters. I mean, except for Stormtrooper, who is thick AF. This is Relic 8 Stormtrooper, I believe. But we got it. Cassian and K2 even got some run. Got a pretty cheap cleanup there. Good call by Endall. And now in the back, kind of the worst case scenario, he's got Jedi Master Kenobi with the full bastard lineup as well. So we're going to try our Padme comp here. Remember though, what I said last time when I tried it, is we're kind of gambling because my cat and Padme are both the same speed. So we wanted cat to go first, and Padme just keeps going first. She wins that tiebreaker like every time, it seems like. So, I mean, we could still get through. As long as we can get through their Kenobi and have him stop taunting at some point, then we should be able to snipe out their cat. The problem being, folks, I can't make him stop taunting. He's just not stopping. He's not. I can't get him to. Don't know what the deal is. I guess we'll call the assist. Okay, cool. We finally got the confuse on him. But then the confuse went away. I think that's maybe part of it, is you need 3PO to apply the confuse to him so that it doesn't regain his taunt or something. So, I mean, it's a minute and a half in and we still haven't killed a single character, and they haven't killed us yet, but I mean, it feels like it's only a matter of time that they're gonna actually get something to happen. So, I mean, and now they've already wrapped around, guys. They've had their ult. They can. I don't know. I just stuck it out for a while. I'm a glutton for punishment. They already have their damage immunity again on Kenobi, and okay. So can we dispel this taunt? Come on, let's dispel it, please. Please, just let us. And finally, I was like, okay, well, we're getting something out of this fight. We're not gonna just time out or just get killed immediately for nothing. So now we're going into turbo mode because, like, I think we eventually do trigger Savior on their cat, but I mean, yeah, we're not doing enough. Not doing enough. Like, we're close. Look at this. We're so close. And Ahsoka just randomly dies. Ahsoka one-shots herself. And, I mean, not as planned, guys, and it's all because I didn't have the right turn order. So I'm gonna go back to square one here, guys. I thought that I could manage it actually, and you know, I've done it in the past. You guys saw me do it last time. Gosh, look at this. I'm almost dizzy watching how fast these guys are moving. But I mean, it's all the same thing. And poor old 3PO is actually about to get killed himself. It's like, how often do people kill 3PO? it's a mark of how poor things are going here. All right, so we lost. Damn it all. Let's take our Iden team against his really fast, really strong. I mean, high relic, ridiculously good Mon Mothma team, and I mean, what I really need to do, guys, is get my Jawas up and running so that we can kill Mon Mothma teams and don't have to worry about using Iden here. But man, it's tough to get all the relics and stuff. Everyone I'm facing has just got so many cool things, so many awesome, you know, relics and rosters. And it's like, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money to do this, guys. You know, I'm trying to like do this, I don't know, professionally, I guess, but I mean, I'm not actually in it right now. I have a job and everything, but I mean, I can't spend all my money on this game. So anyways, all right, we got Dash here. I'm taking Shore Trooper here because we wanted a pre-taunt, and I actually don't think that was a bad idea because he took a pretty big chunk of damage right there. But keep in mind too, because we're taking Talon and Shore Trooper, we're actually we're negating a big part of Talon's kit. Talon can't revive my Traya now. I know that in a recent video I told everyone that I was like, oh man, what happened? How did, I think Kyle Katarn just like did a huge hit and killed Traya. I was like, man, how did I didn't even see Talon revive there. And what happened was Talon didn't, because I had Watt on the team. I didn't have all Sith. So keep in mind, Talon has two uniques. One of them gives Sith things no matter what. Like she'll always give Sith things, even if they're sitting next, you know, even if they're on the same team as like Jedi or whatever. Oh, I meant to take that transition out. Oops. That's fine. We're just speeding it up because the rest of the battle is less interesting. Trying not to waste your guys' time. See how considerate I am? Am I not benevolent? And at the same time, we're trying to get banners back on Scion, just because out of matter of principle. But anyways, just keep in mind about Talon, guys. She's a great talent, but she has two pretty important distinctions. Okay, so after some evaluation, I thought my bounty hunters were fast enough, but his Darth Vader is like 300 and something speed on its own, and my bounty hunters were just barely pushed out of being able to. I just wanted to kill the ads. That's all I wanted to do with bounty hunters. So after doing the math, I reevaluated. That's why I used bounty hunters down south. Otherwise, this would have been a totally different map if I'd been able to use bounty hunters here. But so we're using Kenobi with Bad Batch, which isn't a one-shot. It's a 0% win because you can kill the ads here almost always, but you can't really get through Lord Vader. So you know, with Kenobi lead, you can't melt them the way, you know, the true damage and everything that you normally do with Hunter lead. But you know, we can still do some okay things. Look at what a champ this Wrecker is, guys. He's just doing some crazy things. So anyways, we're getting close to getting Maul down. They got their ult. It's not fun, not pleasant, guys. But I did get my ult right after that, so F you, Lord Vader. I think I just saved it strategically, in fact. I'm trying to remember. I know that I talked about it on the stream, at least, about saving it strategically. So, anyways, got Maul out, and we only got 2.5 minutes, but, I mean, things are looking good. We have our big ult, so we can target outside of taunt, even though there's not a taunt on the board right now anyways. And yeah, I mean, we kill the ads, and then but the idea was initially to use my troopers to just punch. I was gonna say 2-hit KO. It's much more than that though, even. But try to punch Lord Vader down, and at the end of the day, you know, not really. Well, we'll see. There's a lot of teams that we got to take down, guys, and there's still a Kenobi team in the back that we've got to consider because of that Padme fiasco. But you know, we've got this team. And I was like, maybe we'll just actually whittle him down. Who knows? Because we can always get that healing immunity with Echo. The problem being, of course, when he pops his ult, it just goes away. Like, you can't get healing immunity on him once he has his ult. And so, you know, at some point we're just going to. I mean, we're basically gone anyway. So he did his AOE here. So I was like, okay, let's try something else here. Let's try my bounty hunters, and so we'll take Dengar lead, I guess, because it's easy to get his ultimate here. Probably, maybe I should have taken Fennec. I'm not sure. Fennec, we wouldn't have been able to get rid of all of our debuffs so quickly, though. But we did just succumb to our debuffs anyways. So at the end of the day, I mean, what did I... Oh yeah, I think I just chose to exit out here. Eventually I did, anyways. Yeah, we're just thinking about... I mean, we're not doing enough damage. What I was considering was, you know, if he does his AoE, is it just going to kill us? Should we just exit out now? What should we do? He has fully loaded turn meter, and he's already taken a turn after he did his AoE. I think eventually I did just exit out. I don't know. I hope we don't just show this whole... Hope. I mean, we don't just time out. There we go. Alright, so I was like, you know what? Let's try one last thing, guys. We're going to try Mon Mothma, but we're going to use Bistan here instead of Cara Dune. Cara Dune, I mean, she's already gone anyways, but Cara Dune is nice because... Or she's not... Well, she's nice in general because she can reduce that turn meter on people, right? Like, she has the AoE that reduces turn meter. But it doesn't do anything to Lord Vader. He can't lose turn meter. So Bistan is actually, in this kind of cleanup situation, he helps smooth the turn meter train out so nicely. And just because of the way he works, he gets Frenzy, and then you use specials, and he gets another turn. You use specials, and it's pretty nice. Like, look at how high Lord Vader's turn meter has been this whole time, and it does kind of inch closer and closer, which is scary, right? But man, we're close. So we're gonna do the mass assist that does actual real damage, and man, he's so close to taking a turn, but finished him off. Nice. Now we have troopers available for Darth Revan, and this one we need to watch closely because I ended up messing up here, and I'll show you the point. So, okay, we can do the stomp with Range Trooper, and now here's the part that I failed on, guys. Dark Trooper did his step up, even though I think he should have actually waited to do a step up until next time to give everyone turn meter. And so we're like, we're already out of turn meter. Like, they're gonna get a turn now because there was also a little bit of bad RNG, but I mean, you can't count on it. Relic 9 on Sith Empire Trooper, and gosh, I mean, okay, we're punching Malak. Cool, let's kill him. Kill Malak. Oh, look at this. We killed Sith Empire Trooper. Yay, look at that. Can we just kill Basti as well? No, because we're missing a stack, and that's the last word I ever had to say in this conversation. So, killed their Sith Empire Trooper almost by accident. So let's take Qui-Gon, I guess, to try to kill everyone. Killed Basti. Hooray. I guess let's, I don't know, do something. Come on, Barris, what you doing? I don't know why I took Barris here, frankly, guys. It's because we were trying to hustle and I was just throwing characters in. Oh, look at you, Mace. I wish you weren't. I wish you were still gonna be good. No, you are good. You're gonna be awesome. Okay, do another AoE with Anakin, and gosh, we're gonna lose. So, okay. Oh, maybe we killed Malak? No. Nope, not so much. And now Barris is like, oh, I can take you, Malak. Malak's like, because he doesn't have a jaw and he can't talk. So, eventually Force drains her. That's probably enough. All right, let's go to the back here, and we'll think about that Darth Revan, or that Malak remaining. So my Jedi Revan is actually faster than his BB-8, which makes this a super no-brainer counter, because you can immediately like go before they get the turn meter train going and mark Finn and just take him out. Even though it's a Relic 8 Finn, I mean, how ludicrous, man. Relic 8 is so good. I wish I had even I don't know. I wish I had more Relic 8 compared to these guys, but it's kind of fun actually trying to win even with lower relics. So, you know, see what we can do. Make the most of our roster. So, yeah, you kill Finn first. A lot of people think they want to kill BB-8 because he's kind of the source of the turn meter, but Finn is the driver, kind of. BB-8 might be the engine, but Finn is definitely the driver. So, I mean, we win. Goodbye, Rey. Old Ben tried to finish her off. Didn't work. Okay. So we're going all 3v3 on Malak here because, you know, it used to be if you could kill Darth Revan and Basti, then you could finish Malak off with the crew team. And I decided to throw in Savage just for fun. So I should have done the 2-turn stun there with crew, actually. That was foolish, but, you know, I'm kind of rusty at this. It's been a long time. Get that healing immunity, and Savage is fun because once you get him into Malak into yellow, then he can do his massive damage. It does 100k damage, and it used to be you just finished off Malak's with just Savage. If you could get Malak low enough, you'd just time out, and then you just have Savage go finish him off. So watch when I get into yellow, Savage is like, oh, it's my turn, it's my chance. We can do this. And he still didn't kill him. Oh, sad Savage. When will you get an upgrade? Alright. So now that frees us up to be able to use Supreme Leader Kylo on General Skywalker. And this is just a mess. Remember, it's Relic 9 on General Skywalker, Relic 9 on 5s. So do the AoE there just to make sure that, you know, everyone's protection is gone, so it's easier to take out 5s. Pass the turn to Kylo again, so we can do an AoE and take the rest of the protection off of 5s if possible. And then now it's time, hopefully. I mean, so looking at the turn meter, I mean, gosh, they're gonna be taking a lot of turns. Wasn't sure what to do here. Could just do a shot. Didn't do that much damage, and then of course he hit me back. I think that was potentially a poor choice. Maybe should have just given buffs or something. But you know, let's try to take out 5s at least before Skywalker stands up. Okay, cool. So we got that, and now things are gonna go poorly for us because it's Relic 9 on 5s or on Skywalker, and First Order don't really hold up to all of this damage, especially because all my First Order like Relic 5, because that's all I was able to get them to. All right, we got our ult. I decided to hold it though, because if we can get Skywalker to sit down, then we can maybe pop our ult and just take out the clones. And it's looking kind of desperate here, actually, guys. He's about to stand up. Like, we'll take our turn. Hopefully this kills all of them, and it does. But yeah, poor old First Order officer, man, just eats it. All right, let's just keep reducing your mastery, and I don't know. Do we just stun you? I guess. Last time we stunned you for 2 turns, it didn't really feel like 2 turns, but all right, gotcha. 52 banners, woo! It's ugly, man. It's ugly. Being able to reuse some of these squads, though, man, it's been super helpful. So now we have Sith Eternal to maybe take down his Kenobi team in the back. And so we take a variety of tanks, and of course they just hard target armor when they can. And the hope, of course, is that they'll be able to, like, they'll hit my tanks. Like, they just want to hit armor is what they want to do. And I want them to hit my tanks so that they get me below. They get one of my tanks below 70 or 60%, whatever it is, to give armor her third stack. But, I mean, armor's gonna die, for sure. She's not gonna get another turn, so you gotta put the stack on Palpatine and get what small benefit you can, but it's not enough. Like, you need the third stack or bust. Like, you just lose. But I mean, of course armor's just dead. And gosh, okay, so pop our ult. Maybe we get the kill on some of these guys first. And I do make one blunder here, guys, in just a minute. Okay, so we're not going to blunder this. We kill Cat and Snip, so cool, great. We might have a chance here, actually, but so I go to Link, and that's foolish, because I needed to wait to Link until Kenobi put healing immune on me. So you can see now I'm healing immune, and because they're in his ult, well, they're not anymore. Oh no, they are. Now they're not anymore. But when they're in his ult, he can hit through my protection. Oh, maybe he just can't anyways, apparently. Oh, he's got his ult again. Okay, so anyways, he killed us. And then Zelbar defiantly tried to do some things. Okay, so we've got remember I put my Han and Chewie with Dash, and so we've got a really weak CLS team. And so it's like, all right, let's see what we can do here. Remember, no turn meter gain or no turn meter shenanigans, you know, on either side. But of course, they have Kenobi who's like 600 speed or something like that, and a Padme who's relic 8, and we're using pretty bad characters. They're all rebels. They're all gaining all that bonus turn meter from Luke. So at some point, guys, like Captain Han is on death's door. We have to make a really tough choice, because we got to trigger Savior on. If we can kill Padme, then maybe we can Zerg down that. Like Kenobi doesn't do well with just himself. Like he really, really, really wants one person to help him, and we've got 2 stacks of armor shred on Leia, or on Leia's mom. So you know, maybe we're surviving a lot longer than I thought I would, actually. But I mean, okay, poor Ezra. We want him back, guys. Okay, let's do the AoE. Maybe we can zap Padme. Oh man, so close. Okay, remember, she's still got Savior, the Savior mechanic. So, all right, we did the Savior thing because Captain Han could have maybe revived Ezra, but they were going to take a turn and heal Padme. So, you know, then they casually just kill all of our ads except for the 2 main culprits here. And I don't know, can we kill Padme? That's the real question. Please let us kill Padme. Please let us kill Padme. And to that request, our meek request, we're kind of getting lucky they're not just focusing down Chupio, but they decided that no, we can't actually. We can't do it. Let's do our AoE though. Let's see how much damage we can get. Nothing. No damage. Just healing immunity for everyone. Stupid Kenobi's a cheater, man. He just like spams that move. Except when I'm using him, then he doesn't get it ever. Alright, so we lost. We can't clear. We don't have enough teams. We're just out of teams. And, I mean, that's my own fault. I didn't have the Padme team clocked for that counter, and it didn't work. So, let's still take out fleets. There's a chance he's not going to be able to clear me in fleets or on squads. We still have a couple avenues of victory, just not very good ones. So, you guys have seen this. I'm going to get a drink. Look at that luck, guys. We marked the Xanadu blood and took it out. Good RNG there. Feels good. There's even real buzz droids on Razor Crest instead of that stupid bug where they persist, even though, I mean, they don't persist, they visually persist. Yeah. Anyways, you guys have seen this a million times. I have suggested taking some of these more redundant fights out of my videos, and frankly, a ton of people have said, no, that's part of the whole GAC, we want to see it, and I respect that, because frankly, that's what I would want too, but as a creator, I'm like, man, I don't want to waste your guys' time with a ton of, you know, redundant minutes that we've already covered a lot, but, you know, I always appreciate you guys. And we're killing these guys at a pretty decent rate, guys. This is pretty nice. Got our ultimate. It's been very smooth, in fact. And you know, remember, he does have high relics on every pilot, so it's been nice. And look at that, even killed a vulture just in time for me to get my soldier in. Got the win. All right. So now he's got the stupid negotiator comp with the bomber. And we're just rushing it, guys, because it's been a long stream. They want to go to bed. I've got to do my alt attacks. So, you know, trying the new 7-star echelon. Is that what it's called? TIE echelon? I don't know what the hell to do with it, guys. So we're trying to just zerg down this bomber. They get their AoE, of course. And the problem with taking the bomber here instead of the Special Forces TIE pilot is just that we don't get 80 extra potency on the silencer, so we don't stun things nearly as well. Like I complained about that at one point, and then people were like, and then it didn't actually like he started stunning every single time after I complained about it. So you'll have that. All right, gauntlets in. You're saved, Echelon, except not. Apparently, you just died like a chump. So, all right, dispel it on B1, or sorry, on the BTL, and now I guess we'll try to hit Anakin. Remember, we put hunted on Anakin, so he's not gaining bonus turn meter every time we do hits on other guys and get him down to like 50% health or whatever it is. However we trigger it, we're not. Gosh, we're almost about to kill Anakin, guys. So close. So close. He's getting counterattack. They got 3 bombs on us. What do we do? Because the next person to move is Silencer, and he'll die from those thermals. There's no healing available. There's no characters that can heal him. So I guess let's just... I'm like, man, could we maybe just get greedy? And I thought for a while about it. You could see the little transition. We thought for a good long while and talked about it on the stream about whether I should get the sure thing kill on Anakin or try to get greedy and kill Ahsoka there and then kill Anakin off with something else. And at the end of the day, it's like, if we don't kill Anakin, then this counter is not a sure like cleaning up is not a sure thing. And it's already like almost a sure thing that we're gonna just lose against this fleet regardless, because we're gonna lose the silencer. So may as well take the sure thing, take out their star pilot, and get an easy cleanup. And so that's what we did. And I hit auto. We're almost out of time. Almost out of time, because we did talk for a while about that. So, all right, let's take our rebels in, and they punish us for our insolence. We vile knaves for bringing in Biston, and you know, him having a loaded turn meter and everything. Poor old Relic 5 Biston isn't even fast enough these days. How stupid is that, guys? It's like, should I get Biston leveled up like to Relic 7, or should I do that with the Traya squad? I don't know. No idea. Should make a video about that. Let me know in the comments if you would like a video talking about the merits of getting different squads up to Relic 7 in front of each other. I'm sure some of you guys would. Just trying to dispel things, you know, get as many banners as we can back. But at the end of the day, we're just... I'm over this match, guys. I'm over it. Maybe we win, but I wouldn't say I'm tilted. I would say that I just don't really care that much, frankly. So, you know, like, we're tired. Just want to be done. So we got the kill. We can't clear, and it's a bad score even without the clear. It's a really inefficient non-clear. Oh, look at that. We're starting a different video, guys. So let's cut that out. Oh, another video. I have these layered, guys. So my apologies. But all right, let's go and see what the final results were, shall we? No more of this. You guys can watch whatever nonsense is going on. We'll just move to the outro here. There we go. Alright, guys, we lost. As expected. I mean, look at his score, though. 16-10. We managed to steal a lot of banners. He didn't even really fail that much. And you'll see, though, he gave me a little hope at first. So we failed against this Maul Bando team. He killed Watt first. My guess is that he just sniped Watt out with his Han. And that's the way to do it against a straight-up Maul team. But with Bando there, Bando then probably just went into his poop stance, and then they did a little bit more damage, and I was able to get a little bit more play on him. Well, plus you go into that stance, and Maul immediately gets a turn, and you just kill a CLS team pretty easy. So, you know, he was able to double tap it pretty easily, and then everything else he got one-shots with. Not super efficient, but he did. And then in the back, he failed his initial attempt on General Skywalker. Like, just took a little bit of protection off of him. I was like, oh, maybe he won't clear. And then maybe if he fails on ships enough, we'll just win. And then he killed the Rey team. And then, I don't know if Hotbot was just behind. Like, I was looking, I was like, oh man, okay, so he's still fighting Rey. Maybe he's going to time out. No idea what he had left. And then just like 1 minute later, after I checked the Rey thing, both Rey and the Starkiller team are both just gone. Just peace out, deuces. Really sad. Don't know what happened there. Don't know what he used, but he killed Starkiller ridiculously quickly. So, final thoughts here, guys. This really derailed quickly, man. I mean, that one counter that I was counting on clearly wasn't enough, and we lost because I didn't plan well enough. I don't know. We lost. We lost because I didn't have the right counter, I didn't have the right clocking, and it sucks. Not my favorite thing, but we lost. And once that happens, and you start having to use other teams as a substitute, and it just, this guy has a really tough defense, and it just kind of collapsed on us. So I'm still okay with how I did. I actually played relatively well, where, you know, you can lose, but that doesn't mean you failed, right? I mean, I'm not happy that we lost, but at the same time, this guy is a really good account, really good player from a really great guild, so huge props to him. You know, absolutely deserved the win, earned it, and, you know, I think I did okay myself with the team selections and stuff. You know, you get sloppy toward the end a little bit in ships, because you feel like you're going to be doomed, but anyways, decent showing against this guy. And finally, as usual with losses, guys, no excuses. He's a great player. He really is. And, you know, he can earn the win, but at the same time, that doesn't mean I'm just exempt. I need to keep getting better, keep growing, and we're going to prevail. That's the whole idea, the whole mentality behind prevailing, guys. So I'm going to let you go. This stupid video took a lot longer than I was hoping for. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Xaereth prevails.